Dying to Retire, a Murder, She Wrote mystery by Jessica Fletcher and Donald Bain. Read by Cynthia Darlow.
Chapter 1. Warm, humid air washed over me as I stepped from the airplane onto the steel steps leading to the tarmac. I squinted against the glare of the sun and shifted my coat to my left arm. I knew I should have bought new sunglasses. My old pair had broken when Seth Hazlitt had sat on them. It wasn't his fault. I'd come in the door and carelessly flung my coat on the chair to answer a ringing telephone. Later, when I went to hang the coat in the closet, I didn't see that the glasses had slipped out of my pocket. The armchair is Seth's favorite, and when he sat down after dinner, I'd baked a lobster casserole. We heard the snap of the plastic. He was up like a shot, but it was too late. One earpiece had broken off, and both lenses were cracked. I'd told him it was no matter at all, and it wasn't. But I'd been remiss in not replacing them, and now here I was, my hand shading my eyes from the intense Florida sun. "Would you like me to hold that coat for you, Mrs. F.?" "No, thanks, Mort," I said. "I can manage." The stairs had been sitting in the sun, and the handrail was hot. I used the sleeve of my coat as a pot-holder. I stepped quickly down the portable staircase and waited for the others at the bottom. There were 4 of us who had come to Florida to attend the funeral of a former neighbor. Traveling with me were my dear friends Doctor Seth Hazlitt and Mort and Maureen Metzger. Mort is our sheriff back in Cabot Cove, Maine, and the funeral coincided with the week he and his wife had planned for vacation. "We'll pay our respects to Portia, and then me and the missus will go on down to Key West." We'd been lucky to get a flight. This was President's Day weekend, and the airport in Miami was so busy there hadn't been a jetway available for our plane. Instead, the pilot had pulled the 767 to a stop away from the traffic of the terminal, and we were instructed to deplane and climb aboard one of the fleet of buses waiting to take passengers to a doorway near the baggage area. I unbuttoned the tweed jacket of my suit. It had been 14 degrees and snowing when we'd left Boston's Logan International Airport. Most of the people boarding the flight carried winter coats, scarves, and gloves, there being little room in their suitcases to accommodate the heavy winter clothing. I would be happy to put away mine as soon as we arrived at Portia's condominium complex, where several unoccupied units would serve as accommodations for our stay, a suggestion from Portia's neighbor Helen Davison that had proved a good one. She'd given me the telephone.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?